All right, so let's do the start of Yi Jin Jing. Now that we've warmed up. If you're doing this from the recording, always make sure you've warmed up first. Nice and relaxed. Step. Activate the shoulders. Presenting the pestle 1. Quiet, calm, meditative moment. Ready? Presenting the pestle 2. Release, presenting the pestle 3. Make fists, lowering the heels, opening the hands, plucking a star. And now turning your right heel in, stepping back with the left leg, palms up, left hand back, right hand extended. Make fists, slowly roll the fingers in, thumb on top, and sit back and you turn a little bit to your right, pulling the fist in front of shoulder. Release. Pull, sit back, take the abdomen back, rotate. Release. So sit back, pull back with the abdomen and turn the waist. Release. Open the hands, turn the right toes to the front and step up. Oh, step back with the, turn the left heel in. Sorry, my mirror image is going on. Stepping back with the right leg, palms out. So I got in a muddle there with that. Bring the hands in, pull back. So it's your left hand pulling back this time. Extend out. Pull back. Release. Pull back. Release. Turn the toes forward, stepping up. So we're going to do each side again, so I can add some other details. So turn your right toes in, step back with the left leg, extending the right, so you have the same arm and leg forward. So your right arm and leg forward. So roll in the fingertips. Now it's called putting 9 cows by the tail. So you got the tails of about four and a half cows in each hand, and you're going to sit back and pull them towards you. They're very strong, so you strengthen the arms. Now, they're too heavy, release. They pull you back out. So you just release. So again, strong grip and pull in, engage the arm strength, pull in. No, they're too strong for you, release and allow the arms to go back out. So again, engage arm strength, rotating as you pull in, release. Okay, and then you're going to turn the toes in, step up, And then extend the left hand forward as you step the right leg back, and the right hand goes back as well. Front foot bent, make sure you bent your leg. Roll in the fingers, make fists. So pull back, pull those cow's tails, pull. Other arm bends up around the back. Release. Use strength, pull, take the abdomen back. So it's the back, the spine moves back. Release. The body's pivoted on the axis. So pull back, keep the body straight but rotating. Good for the spine. Release. Turn the left toes in and step up. Arms out, and the arms will then come to the front. We're going to move straight on to the next movement. Bring the hands in close to the body. Now, there's no leg movement in this one, so the legs will stay shoulder width the whole time. I'm going to move a little bit closer so we can really focus on the arm movements. So the hands have come in, so they're pointing, fingers are pointing up, and the thumbs almost reaching the body, okay? And then you're going to breathe in and open the chest, but at the same time you're opening the top of the body here. And if I take this layer off, I'll show you, be able to see. But the aim is to try and move the shoulder blades towards each other, as if my fist, pretend my fist is a ball. So it's as if you've got a ball between the shoulder blades and you're trying to squeeze them in. So the movement of the hand, it's not just moving the hands out and in, it's moving the shoulders. If you move those shoulder blades, they make the hands move. I hope that makes sense. So it's the movement of the shoulder blades that takes the arms out. So try and move the shoulder blades towards each other. And what this does is the lung points are here, 1 and 2 lung points, and then they travel down the arms to the thumbs. So you're opening the shoulders and you're opening the lungs and chest. Really good, this exercise, if you have shoulder issues. You then relax and allow the hands to come forward. And as they come forwards, they start to turn, and they will extend out fully. You're not locking the arms though, they're pushing out, but don't lock the elbows. So you will have straight arms, okay? Once you're in this position, you want to push forward with the heels of the hands. Make sure your abdomen is in, and you're also pulling the shoulder blades back. So you don't want to lean forward. You want to push and pull at the same time. So shoulder blades are going one way, and the shoulder blades one way, and the heels of the hands the other. So you have this opposite effect happening, okay? So, oh, and the other thing I haven't told you yet, you also spread the fingers and widen the eyes. This helps with the liver. And you release and soften, and the fingers come loosely together, and you unflex the wrists. And then the hands will gently drift back to the starting position. Okay, they're not straight up, they're slightly forwards. So opening the shoulder blades, release, take the hands forwards, abdomen back, shoulders back, spread the fingers and push. Then release the push, soften the wrists, hands straight, palms downwards, draw the hands in. So you're opening, squeeze those shoulder blades back, opening the lung channels, release, and then push forward so that energy will travel all the way down the arms. Spread, eyes wide to activate the liver. Relax. Now that energy floods into the fingertips as you draw the arms back. So by flexing the wrist, I've said the lung channel starts up here, goes down the just on the inside of the arm, to the hand and then to the thumb. So what you're doing when you flex the wrist, you're momentarily stopping the flow of energy, not just on that channel, on the 3 yin channels. You're just halting the flow of energy like a dam, so that when you release, then the energy shoots into the fingers and thumb, so you've released any blockages. So it's yeah, give your shoulders a shake. So it's a good movement. Your shoulders shouldn't be aching doing this. If they are, you've lifted them up. You want to keep them relaxed and back. So let's do a couple more. So feet are still shoulder width. So opening, breathe in. Release, breathe out and push forwards. Eyes wide, release. Breathe in. And opening. Release, breathing out, pushing forwards. Eyes wide. Release, extra breaths when you need. Coming back. Breathing in, opening the chest. Release. Breathe out, push forward, eyes wide, shoulders back, release, and back. So when we give your arms a shake, when you spread the fingers, we call this palm leaf or lotus leaf hands. And then as they relax in, this is willow leaf hands. So 2 hand shapes, spreading like the leaves of a palm tree, or the spine on a lotus leaf, if you know what that looks like. So lotus leaf is a big, a bit like a lily leaf, and then the willow leaf, a narrower leaf position. Okay, so give your arms a shake. Let's see if you've got any questions about that movement. Get around uploading it and sending it to you. Okay, so question about the pulling 9 cows by the tails. So when you've step back, so the hands are extended. Remember, the arm's not behind you at this point. It's like a slightly diagonal line. So the line continues. And then both palms are open and up, and both hands start to move together, rolling in 1 finger at a time to make the fist. So that was the first point. And then as you sit back, the back arm bends just to waist height, remember? And the other hand, so as you bring it in, think of rotating the forearm so that by the time the fist is in front of the shoulder, those long points again that we just talked about, you've rotated, and if possible, the little finger side, the eye of the fist is turning towards that long point. So you're rotating the forearm. So as you pull in, okay, so the arms are pulling in and rotating, and then the release. Same theory as what I've just said about the other exercise. You're blocking the flow of energy temporarily, and then that release stimulates that rush of energy into the arms and around the body. So you're pulling in and rotating. Okay, so the little finger should be closest to your body, if possible. Okay. All right, just going to see if that helped. Yep. As well. Okay, so like I said, if I turn around and look facing this way, it might help. So stepping back. Oops, hang on, crashed into the chair. So as you come back and turn the hips, the back hand just comes up to, it's about waist height, and it's not touching the body. No. I don't see in the camera, it's not touching, it's a little bit away. So neither arm touches the body in this movement. So you're pulling in, it just rises up and then releases. Rises up, and you're taking the Mingmen, the center of the back, you're taking the spine back. So the abdomen's pulled in as well. It's a lovely, strong move. And you really want to engage strength. You really want to engage strength and feel, you know, clench both fists and pull in. So you feel the muscles in your arms, the front arm, the back arm. You really want to feel the muscles and then release. This whole Qigong is about engaging strength and then releasing. It's Yi Jin Jing translates into muscle and tendon strengthening exercises. So it's very good for inner strength. Okay, so great questions there. Okay, so we're going to move on to the Sun Tai Chi part of the lesson. I'm just going to tilt that slightly. So we're doing quite well. We've got up to, last week we got up to the movements called single whip. So we're going to go from the beginning and run through a few times. Step back so you can see my feet. I'm going to run through it a few times and then add today's movements. So nice and relaxed. I'm changing music, I'll leave that. Okay, nice and relaxed. Feet together, heels together, toes out. And begin. So 1, turning the right toes in, arms lifting, opening. 2, bend the knees in the direction of the feet, draw down with the hands. 3, hands lift to the waist, heel out. 4, step forward, remember, give the gift. 5, turning heel in, toes around, left fingers to wrist. 6, circling a little, turning the body, step out, hands in position in front of the body, right hand higher. And 7, step up and push. Then turning to open, 1, heel in, toes around, draw the palms in, and then open, 2. Not like we've just been doing, it's much softer. You're just expanding the lungs. It's not like the Yi Jin Jing movement, so no pulling the shoulder blades back. And then as you close, remember to lift the left heel. Then step out with the left heel, push the hands forwards, and then slide across and open the hands. So weight going onto the left leg, not completely on, about 60-40. Okay, and stop. That's where we got up to. So we're going to do it again. So just wanted to emphasize that the open and close that we do in Sun style, it's not like the Qigong. It's softer. It's just filling the lungs and closing. So don't get it mixed up with the strong practice we've just done. That was for a different purpose. So Sun style is smaller and more internal, just feeling that energy ball expanding and coming in. It's not about stretching the shoulders, but it is about opening and closing. All right, so from the beginning again. Just take a moment to be balanced, crown floating up. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, just behind the teeth. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, close, just one move. Single whip, 1, step out with the heel and push the hands forward, and 2. Release. I just want to go through that last movement a little bit, a very important point, because I saw what shouldn't have happened. So you've opened and closed, you've lifted the heel. When you step out, there's no, watch my head. It doesn't move. what I just saw was this. So no transference of weight. So you're just stepping out to where the heel will land. So make sure your knees should be bent. So when you step out, it's the right width for you. It's straight out to the side. And then you transfer the weight and slide the hands straight apart. Okay? And you're looking in the direction of your right hand as the movement finishes. Okay, so let's go from beginning again and try not to shift the weight too soon. So just take your time. Ready? I'm just going to step back a bit so my feet don't go out of view. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, close. 1, single whip, step out, good. 2, and slide. And relax. Okay, so the next movement is called waving hands. So some of you will be familiar with Yang style waving hands. Just let that go for the moment. This is a much smaller movement and very circling movement. And one of the important things is you must move the whole body. So we're going to do one hand at a time so you can focus on the hand movements. It's not a lot of movement, as you'll see. And you want to put one hand on the abdomen. Come a little bit closer. One hand on the abdomen. And then just lift the other hand up so it's in front of your shoulder. Okay? A little bit away from the body, so not close in. Okay? And it's just going to make a little curve coming down and up. That's as much as your arm moves. Little curve and up. A little curve and up. It'll look like it's moving more than that. Bend your knees for me. Now you turn the body, make that little curve, turn the body and start that hand circling. So you're curving down, turning the body, transferring the weight and curving up. Transfer the weight, turn the waist. So the hand on the tummy should be turning and lowering. So it's all about small movements of the arm, but you're turning the waist. So at any point, if you decided to turn back to the front, the hand is just opposite the shoulder in that position. So turning. Literally lifting the arm up and back down in a gentle curve and turning the waist. Let's change over. Put your left hand on your abdomen, on your dantian. So all the movements in Tai Chi come from the dantian. The dantian controls all movements. So start with your hand in front of the shoulder. And remember, all you're doing is a little curve. The arms just gently, that's all the arm is actually doing. It just looks more when you add in the weight transfers. Off we go to the right and turn the waist. So allow the hand to turn. So waist turning, but arm in a very relaxed, gentle, curving movement. That's it, good. So make sure your body is turning. Gentle movement, curving the arm. So now it looks like it's doing a much bigger circle because you're using the body. That's it. Good. So that body movement is crucial. So don't just stand and move the arm like this. It's not doing that. So really turn the waist. Good. See if you can do two arms now. Both palms stay out. One of the differences with Yang, the palms face out in that upper position and they don't lift as high. It's a much smaller circle than Yang style, than the 24 Yang style that I've taught you. There are other small circle Yangs. See, so just that lower hand doesn't go any lower than Dantian. So just gently lifting and turning. Good. We're going to add in some steps now. So make sure you're mirror imaging me. I'll go really slowly so everyone gets to the same point. So weight and mirror image would be on the right. Now the weight's transferring to the left. Hands are moving continually. That's it, to the right. So the right hand's on top. Switch the hands over as you move to the left. Switch the hands over. Getting ready to step. I don't know what way you've got. If you run out of room, you can just do it on the spot. So we're going to be stepping to the left. So hands are on the left now. Step in the right foot. Hands are on the right. Step out the left foot. So step in. Step out. I'm going to change direction. So on the spot, as I take my hands to the right, I step in with the left. Whoops, nearly fell over. As I turn to the left, I step out with the right leg and keep those hands moving. The stepping, I'll move back so you see my feet. The stepping's just the same as in Yang style. So we're going to go through that now. So as you turn your waist to the left, you should be able to unpeel the right heel and step the foot in. Circle the hands as you turn the waist to the right. That little bit of a turn to the right should lift up the heel, and then you step out, toe and then heel on the floor. Turning to the left, so that turn should unpeel the right heel. Step the foot in, toe and then heel, then turning. As you turn to the right, the left heel should lift. So you step, toe and then heel on the floor, on the spot, other direction. Stepping in, stepping out. Stepping in, stepping out. Changing direction. Hands are on the left, unpeel the right heel and step the foot in. Unpeel the left heel, step out, toe and then heel. Keep moving. Unpeel the heel first, then toe heel on the floor. And relax. So for those of you that haven't done the Yang style Tai Chi, it is simply a parallel side step. So you turn a little bit to lift, oh, move away so you can see my feet better. You turn a little bit to lift the heel, step out, toe and then heel. Transfer the weight, turn a little bit, unpeel the heel, step in. And you keep the knees bent, there's no straightening up in between. So you're turning to unpeel the opposite heel, slide the weight across, turn. So it's a parallel stance. So you're on the same line the whole time, okay? So just to draw your attention to a couple of differences that have occurred in the form so far. When we do the single whip after the closed hands and you step out with the heel and slide. But then when you do the waving hands, you unpeel the heel and then the toe goes out first. Okay. Another thing to watch out for, especially to complete beginners, is you don't want to angle the foot out to the corner. You just want to step enough so the foot is facing straight ahead. So the feet are straight out as you step. Okay. So just a few important points. Let me just check in with you all. Right, so let's go from beginning and add the cloud hands onto the routine. I'm just going to adjust the screen. I think that way. Hopefully. Not sure that worked the way I wanted it to. Plan B, try that way. Yeah, I want you to see my feet. All right, ready? Nice and relaxed, and start to try and enjoy the movements and think a little bit ahead about what movement comes next rather than relying on watching the screen the whole time. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, close, step, slide across, single whip. So from there, your left hand is going to lower and you're going to step the left toes in. Then as the hands continue the movement, you step out toe and then heel, and you do waving hands. 1, step in, turning, step out. So there's 2 steps, which is lucky because I don't have room for 3. And step in. Okay, so let's go from the single whip again. So bend the knees, open the hands and close, lift the heel, step out with the heel, push the hands forwards, slide across. Now it'll be your left hand. Your left hand comes down, transfer weight to the right, pick up the left heel and step the foot in just to a T position very briefly. Keep the hands moving and step out, but this time the foot is parallel. Transfer the weight, wave the hands, turn the waist, remember, step in. Circle the hands, turn the waist, step out. Circle the hands, turn the waist, step in. Okay, let's do that again. So from the opening hands, bring the hands in, feet are fairly close together, a little bit of a gap. Open, knees bent, close, lift the heel, push forward as you take the heel out. So the foot's angled out, 45 degrees here. Slide across into waving hands like clouds. Left hand lowers, weight goes left, pull the left foot in. Just touch the ball of the foot on the floor briefly. Keep the hands moving. Step out. Transfer the weight across. Step in. Wave the hands. Turn the waist, remember. Lift up the heels. Step out. Turn the waist. Step in. Okay. Let's do that once more and then I'll see if you've got any questions. So it's remembering how to get that connecting movement, that stepping in after the single whip to get into position. So bend your knees, bring the hands in, open, close, single whip. Draw the circle and bring the left toes in. Now step out, Take the hands across, turn the waist, remember. Step in, circling, waving hands, step. And in. All right, so not a lot of time to spend on this, but feet are parallel. So bring the hands to the back of the body, breathing in, imagining energy circling on the left side. Then breathing out, imagine it coming on the right-hand side of the body. So in your mind, energy circling around and around. Okay, so bring the energy on the left, imagining a belt wrapping around you, if that helps. And then breathe out, bringing that energy around on the right to the front. So imagine energy circling around your belt meridian. Breathing in as the hands go behind and your mind following the energy on the left side of the body. Breathing out, energy coming around the right side of the body, around the waist. So set up a steady little pattern. Breathing, circling the energy continuously. And next time your hands come to the front, just rest them on the abdomen. Knees are soft, close your eyes, and in your mind that energy is still circling around your waist. Nourishing the kidneys, opening out the belt channel. Now allow that energy to settle in Dantian, just sealing it in. And slowly open your eyes. Separate your hands. Step your feet together. Well, great, so that's the end of your lesson.